He's going to test him deep on the bomb. Skimbo retakes the lead.
And we got ourselves a ball game.
You know, before this game, I actually played Problem 2 times before this game, so I wasn't too nervous playing against him like I was the first time I did, because obviously, like, you know, all of his accomplishments. But at this point, I'm just thinking about myself, like, man, you've already been to 2 belts, or you've already been in 2 championships. You're 0-2. Like I said, I look up to like Michael Jordan and Tom Brady. Like I said, I can't beat MJ. You know, I can't go undefeated, so you know I got to try to win this one. You know, I'm 0-2. I can't go 0-3. That's a bad look.
Problem's preparation has always been underestimated, and we call him the GOAT, the greatest Madden player of all time, and that's just the fact. His credentials are second to none, Scott, and it's going to be a real treat to see if he can keep that momentum going and make a statement in this new era of Madden football.
Going to this tournament, I really felt like I couldn't be stopped on offense. I just knew way too much about the game that a lot of people did not know, and it was obvious, you know. And I felt really good. Like right here, I'm just hitting check downs. Like that was the story of my game, you know. There's an unblockable blitz this year. Dude's coming off the edge like every time, and you just had to take check downs. You had to take check downs. But I noticed that, like, every now and then, though, I had to take a shot. I had to try to max protect. I had to try to block this blitz. And, you know, you'll see the story of this game was either hitting my flat routes or throwing pass lead outside fades. And that's literally all I was looking for all game.
There's Rodgers. He goes to Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson, the legend, makes his first appearance out to the 44-yard line.
I mean, I'm a passer. All I do is pass the ball. So I've seen literally every look you can give me. I think right here is, you know, he thinks he has an adjustment for this play. Pass lead left, outside. He has it manned up. But once you get like 30 yards down the field, it always cooked it. And there I am, you know, dotting. And, you know, I'm mouthing a little bit because, like, you know, he was labbing with some dudes before the game. And I honestly thought, like, they would know, like, you just can't guard this route. Like, you can't guard this route. And his adjustment he tried to do, I'm just thinking in my head, like, man, you're just not going to be able to guard that route, bro. Like, you just can't guard it.
So we're just underway here in the Madden 17 Championship. $100,000 on the line. Tosses it outside, and Ricky Williams flies into the end zone. Skimbo strikes first.
You know, starting off the game up 7-0 in a championship game, like a lot of nerves go away when you start up 7-0 in a big game. Like, because, like, you're nervous on offense when you play. You're really not nervous on defense. You're really not, or I'm not. You just want to make sure, because, like, you just have to score touchdowns in Madden. Like, it's not like real football where it's just like a long game. Madden's a short game, and you have to get 7s. You don't even want to get 3s. You want to get 7s every drive. And just going up 7-0, it's like, okay, you know, I can get it. If you get someone on 3rd and 10, like, this is your stop. Like, you got to get off the field. You ever get anyone to a 3rd and 10, like my game plan is always just give them some underneath, and let's just make it like a 4th and 4 or something like that. So I'm sure I'm sending another blitz here. Got it. In this Madden, like Madden 22, you would almost say it's a game because chew clock's on. It's easier on offense. But with this Madden, there was no chew clock, but there were 5-minute quarters. Like, these are long games. So even though you stop someone once, like, the game's not even close to being over, but you feel good right there. Huge stop. What do you think? You think I look older now, or do you think I look older then, or do you think I look the same? I mean, man, that's a long time ago. I'm a lot older now.
Quick throw, and tipped around and almost picked off.
That would have been a costly mistake by Mike Skim. We're talking about you need to take 3, and look at this ball bouncing all over, all the 49ers in the vicinity, but no one can make the play for the goal.
So, like, in Madden these days on this play right here, like, seam streaks were, like, unstoppable unless you had tip drill. He didn't have tip drill. Like, that was the feature. Now, in Madden the last couple years, like, everyone. So, like, when I threw this ball, it looks super dangerous, but that ball would never get picked right there. It bounced off everyone's hands. He had to have a tip drill ability to really pick that. I put that on my safeties because of that. Like, look, like, if you watch now, this looks terrible in today's game because that ball's getting picked like almost 10 out of 10. And, you know, right there, it's just like, that's just the levels of the game. Like, I would never throw a pass like that now because I know that ball's probably getting picked. But, you know, in this game right here, like, I could throw passes like that and know it just was not going to get picked. Here we hit a nice little drag, get upfield, first down, perfect. And I think this is where I get really frustrated. So I have basically an unstoppable will route to Randy Moss on the right side. Literally, I have dunked this ball on 3 people. Literally, people just getting mossed. And it's just an unbelievable play. And it's perfect from the 5-yard, like 5-10 yard line is like the sweet spot. And you see me, like, I'm happy. Like, I know I'm about to go up 14-0 here. A lot of people said this game's already over at this point, just because like how good my offense was this year, and how I always get 7s in the red zone. I never settle for 3s in this, man. And like it would be awful if I ever came away with 3. Like right here, wheel route, right side. Like I'm just gonna chuck it up, and Randy Moss always catches this ball, and you can see like incompletion. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like, you know, you see, but in this Madden, like if you played this game, that ball always got caught. And I'm like, okay, like that's weird. Like, and something about me, I'm not, you know, I'm not shy to do the same play every time. That's just how I am. Like, you got to really show me. So right here, I'm like, okay, like let's do it again. Let's study the right side. There's only one person out there, basically. We're gonna try to do it again. And he breaks it up again. And I get frustrated. I do, you know, because I've never seen this. I'm thinking, this is the finals. Like, what's going on? Like, this never happens. Why is this happening in the finals? So, again, 3rd down. Like, I'm thinking, let's just do it again. You know? If it's one-on-one, if I see one-on-one, like, I'm chucking it. Like, I'm throwing it again, and I throw it. I see one-on-one. He tips it, and then his guy almost comes and picks it off the ground again, though. Madden 17, like, that's why I felt so comfortable throwing that. Even if I dropped it, I knew it would not get picked unless they had a, you know, a tip drill ability. Now, like I said, and these Maddens now, that ball gets picked. But that's why no one throws that anymore. So I had to settle for 3 right here, and I feel like that was a huge win for him because he gets ball at half. So he could go down, score 7, clock me, and get ball and go up 14-10. So I'm kind of stressing a little bit, but I just know I need to get a stop.
2nd and 1 from the 49. CJ Procise gets to the 47. And that'll move the chains. 1st 10 for Problem.
Like I said, he's thinking the same thing as me. He gets ball at half. He's trying to take this clock with him. He's smart. Problem smart. He's been around for a long time. And he understands. Just take this clock and go get 7. And, you know, and he gets ball at half, you know. And I understand that, too, on defense. I'm thinking I need to be super aggressive so I can't get clocked. But he's just pounding the rock right now. And by the way, this crowd did not want me to win. This was literally in his home, like basically where he lives, basically. And like 97% of that crowd did not want me to win. They were all for him. I had maybe 4 or 5 people in the crowd that wanted me to win this game out of like however many were there.
Finds himself down 10 though. Rodgers has some time in the pocket. He'll throw it. He had him wide open. That was his tight end Harris, and he blew it.
Problem definitely had some adjustments, though, like for other stuff that I wasn't ready for. So that's why I go back to this play. And this play is very good. Let's see if I get it.
So 2nd and 10 now. Has plenty of time. He's looking deep.
And I dropped it, I think. I dropped it. I was getting frustrated, so I dropped my will route, and I throw a deep bomb right here. I believe this hits off my hands. It hits off my hands and just falls to the floor. So I could be up 14-3, and I could have just caught that ball, and this game's probably over at that point, you know. And that's why I think I started getting frustrated, because I realized that too. Like, you know, we catch a will route, we catch that ball that's a rat, but you know we drop it, and here I am in a tough spot, and I get screamed at. You know, it's just like I'm just thinking in my head like, what's happening? You know, stuff that never happens is happening to me right now. And I have to punt the ball here.
When you snap the ball, you need to watch Dion. Is he blitzing or is he dropping coverage? Right there, he blitz, he isn't picked up, and Problem's got momentum right back.
I call it the unicorn of Madden. When someone's got a punt, just never happens. And a little bit of a spin move. Make it 2. And he moves it to the 43-yard line. Taking a look at again, RG. Puts him in the spin cycle.
This is what we call stick work, Stott. When you take your user-controlled player and make people miss and get nasty. Clock's running, Coltrane. He's hurrying up to the line. It's ticking right now. He only has 1 timeout.
Got to go quick. Rodgers throws to the end zone. and dropped by Randy Moss.
And that's the thing, like, that was my responsibility. Like, I cannot give up a seam. And he tried me. Like, I did not come off that pass. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm frustrated. I don't get frustrated often. I'm frustrated, though.
2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz. Gets it out.
Tackle him in bounds. Perfect. And this is when I know, like, you know, I'm holding the 3 here. So, you look at my body language, like, and I wish I didn't act like that, but I was frustrated, you know. I try to stay calm, cool, calm, and collective. But, I mean, like I said, at that point, I'm just thinking, man, we catch a wheel route, we catch a rack. Like, this game cooked. Like, this game's over. And now I'm going in the second half, only up 4. He gets ball, and he could take a lead. And I feel like I've completely outplayed him. So, it's just Madden, though.
You trail a little bit right now, but you've got the ball coming out after the half. What do you got to do?
Score. I feel like I really do have something for him on defense, so I have to score.
All right, he's got the ball. He's going to score. We're going back to Dave.
I think I remember hearing this. I said, "What do you have for me on defense, bro?" I'm like, I drove down the field with ease. I dropped passes. Like, what do you got for me, bro? I remember listening to that. Basically, you know, I gave him position. You know, I stopped him, held him to 2 field goals. Like, I feel like I've done great on defense. So I'm doing the same thing. My game plan has not changed at all. We're just blitzing. We're blitzing those slot corners. We're trying to take away the middle and maybe jump a drag one time. And he throws it right over my head. High points this year were really, really good. They're Mark Dog. But high points this year were really, really good. You could throw it right over someone's user. That's what he did. He's taking a check down. He's moving. Like, he's basically running the same play every time, which that's what I do. He's trying to seam me up or hit a drag or maybe hit a deep corner route. It was one of those 3 things: seam streak, deep corner, or a drag. And basically, I knew that, and I was just hoping my blitz would come in. I remember this. I did not like the spot I was in right now. Like I said, I just felt like I outplayed him. And I'm just sitting there on defense thinking, like, dude, like, you better stop him or you're about to be down in this game.
Problem trying to keep the ball out of Skimbo's hands as he puts this prolific drive together to start the second half.
So 1st and 10 from the 19. Rodgers, here comes the pressure.
Finally, my blitz screamed. I acted like I was taking away a drag. You know, the seam was probably open. He missed it, and I finally got a sack. I got kind of aggressive there on defense.
2nd and 10 inside the red zone. Rodgers looks to the end zone, and there is Ocho Cinco, and Problem takes the lead.
And the crowd is going bananas. He's got his movement behind him. That's his follow.
I don't like this spot. I'm thinking, what is going on, man? I mean, this was a really good drive by him, though. Like, that was a great drive. And I'm just sitting here like, what's going on? How am I down? Like, what happened? Oh, my wheel route, all that stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm down 3. Like, I better do something.
At the 20-yard line after nearly 3 minutes has gone by in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers has Randy Moss and knocked away.
Like, you know, like I really didn't do that the first half, and I'm trying to get it all back and in one play, and I'm gonna do it again. Like I said, like,
Randy Moss
just
over there on the left.
Here I go. I'm going all verticals again. Like, I'm just super. I'm trying to swerve on the left side is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to throw it up, and I'm trying to swerve something I've labbed. I try to swerve him off, and I drop it. At this time, it was the year of the swerve, and I knew how to do it really, really good. And I was just trying to get this lead back in one play. Not very good composure by myself. And now I'm gonna take a check down because I need to get a first down. So I take a shot play on my first couple downs. It's like, okay, now you better get a first down. So
on 4th and 3. He's going to roll the dice.
The famous play, like double drags, an in route, a flat route. I had like 3 drags on the play, and I hit one of my 3.
Just dragging across.
Flat route, drag, in route. The littlest dot ever. I always throw it down the field, but I definitely had me like a 4th and 3 play, and that was it. And then let's see what I want to do. Let's see if I want to go back over the top. I'm sure that's exact. Yep, there I look at me. Here I go. Let's chuck it up again. Let's try to swerve his user off. And we get picked.
Deion Sanders picks off Skimbo.
You think it's getting a little rowdy in here, Scott? And that's the adjustment we talked about. Skimbo's falling in love with the deep ball. Problems adjusted to it, and you're just not going to burn Deion Sanders over the top. World-class adjustment by the GOAT. Problem right.
Right now, like in this game, like I'm just thinking like, what is happening? Like I gotta lock in. Like I got to lock in. I gotta get a stop. I'm down. He just had a great drive. You know, I have to get a stop.
Gotta be careful not to fumble the football in the pocket.
And I'm clicked onto my DT, man. He throws it kind of in traffic. We get a drop. Feeling good. But I'm mad. And I'm embarrassed about that. But I'm pretty mad. Oh, I was talking to my boys, W and Books. They were like the only people rooting for me. So like they were right there front row. So when something happened, I would just look at them. Like they're the only people I was talking to. Like they were the only people I had to talk to. So like they were trying to calm me down. Like, you good? You good? I'm like, man, F this. Let's see what happens here. This is my favorite play of the tournament, though.
Still a 3-point game.
No one had defense, man. It's just a streak up the middle. It's a fade on the outside that burns cover 2. If you man it up, it'll get over it eventually, and then I throw it down the middle, and I score a touchdown. Remember the rack I dropped in the first half? Same exact play. Same thing, except we hung on to the ball that time. Like that, and that's what I said probably right there after I scored. I was like, oh, we catch that one, you know? Thank goodness we caught that one. You know, like I said, once they get 30 in this Madden, if they manned them up, once they got 30 yards down the field, you cooked them. And Demaryius Thomas in the slot, he's manned up. People think, oh, you can't throw that. No, you can. I burn him, rat catch, and I'm thinking, oh, we finally caught it. You know, just that's kind of what's going through my head. Like, thank goodness we caught that.
Great adjustment by Mike Skim. That is why he is so masterful on offense.
So now the momentum is back with Skimbo. And another spin move. Here goes Deion Sanders. Will they catch him? No. Bob Felicia, touchdown problem.
I mean, look at this place. I mean, ain't nobody want me to win. Oh, man. He already had 2 kick returns against Joke in the semifinals. And I'm thinking those were just fluke. Like, I've never given up the kick return, and voila. I'm thinking this isn't happening. This isn't happening. It's like, because like I said, like, I've beaten Problem twice before this, but like, you hear about, like, this is before like my legacy even really started. Like, you hear about this stuff before you play them. Like, you hear about the magic and all the tournaments he's won. Like, and you're thinking this is happening to you. Like, everything you heard about, guess what? It's happening to you. And that's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, it's happening to me.
One more quarter. Let's head back to Scott Cole and RG.
I mean, this is a great game, honestly. This was a really good finals, though. I'm not just saying that because I was in it. Like, this, just having a live audience there, like, crowd going crazy, the game's going crazy. You know, crap, 4th quarter, I'm telling him good luck. Do I mean it? Of course I don't mean good luck. I hope he gets cheated. But, you know, I think that's good karma by telling him good luck. So hopefully stuff goes my way.
You don't want to see a 4th down. This is going to be a big play. Prob known to hold the door in these short yardage situations as well, Scott.
One of the best run defenders in our entire field. Needs a big stop here. Ricky Williams, and there it is. He's going to lose yardage, and now it's 4th and 2.
I remember this play. I made a very late read on this 4th down. I mean, nothing was open. If he would have had like a screamer or a shed, he wins this game. And I remember I go back to my double drag play. You know, it's my 4th down dot, my 4th and got my running back on a flat. I have my tight end, I think, on a drag, and I got a motion out in route. And I am picking which one of these 3 routes are open. And look at how late that read was. And he had a guy there. Could have easily gotten an animation where they lead me out of bounds. It let me cut up the field. Like, yeah, I made that. I should have thrown that read like instantly, but I was late on the read, and thank goodness I got a first down there. I remember this play, man. Like, I believe this is where I go crazy and I catch this ball. Like, I catch it on him. Got lucky. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I got lucky. Like, all my other passes, I will tell you, like, I didn't get lucky. Like, I got unlucky. He thought he picked it, and I should have been picked.
3rd and 10 now.
No challenge because he needs those timeouts in the second half, Scott. It's too risky.
Dang, I didn't even realize it. See, my player gets bumped. He does like a terrible animation, starts running slow, and I throw a pick off a timing route. I remember this play. Like, I'm thinking, like, man, I wasn't meant to win this game. Like, after the first half, I got lucky on that one catch, but then he just gets bumped off his route, and then they make him the game makes him run slow. Like right here, just watch the slot guy thing. He gets bumped. He starts running slow. X starts just like chopping his feet in one spot. He's supposed to be, I believe, on a corner route. And I low point it or something like that, or high point it. And it's a timing route. And that's the timing I have to throw it. And he just gets bumped. And I got to get a stop again. Like, this guy's had the ball already up.
Oh, my goodness. And if you want to see a biblical drive, that's what Problem's going to try to put on right now, Scott. He is going to try to kill as much as this 3 minutes and 20 seconds as he can.
I'm just thinking, like, no way. Like, I've already lost 2 championships. Like, it's so hard to get to a championship, like a belt game. Like, you don't know when you're ever going to get back. How did I even win this game? I haven't watched this game in so long. How did I even win this game? How did I get off the field and get a stop? Do I call my timeouts here, or do I let the clock run? I should call my timeouts, in my opinion, but I guess I'll let it run. He's got to throw the ball right here. I'm letting the clock run. I am not calling a timeout because I want him to kind of face. And I get clicked on a DT. He throws a flat route, and we get a great animation. Our guy strips it from him. He throws it. That is a cloud. It should play that, and we knocked it out. So it's 4th and 10. And I'm thinking he's going for it. And I can't remember if he punted or went for it. I can't remember. I'm thinking he should go for it, though. I'm only down, I think I'm down 3. Field goal takes us to overtime, and he's punting. I mean, I go for it. I go for this. And then look, 20, it could have been the 1 yard line. I could have started that drive from the 1 yard line. By inches. By inches.
Field goal would tie it and send it into overtime. Touchdown. Might give him the win. And Jimmy Graham once again, this time to the 39.
I'm actually cool with being in bounds because touchdown wins, but then you just want to get in field goal range and leave this guy no time. So I'm super cool with what's happening right now. Like, I don't call a timeout. Clock's running. And I believe this is the play, right, to Demaryius Thomas. He mans him up. I throw it. Yeah, this is it. And do we catch it?
Thomas is there, and he pulls it in.
And we get the rack ag animation at that time. And we're feeling good. Like, there's a lot of time left, but, like, I'm up 4 now. He has to get into the end zone. Where I was only down 3, I had to get a field goal to tie it. He's got to get in my end zone to win this, like, to just win the game. And, finally hit him over the top with Demaryius Thomas. That play, I'll always remember that play for sure. Like right here, I'm just going for the bomb. Like, I want it all. Like, he really was giving me the bomb. Like, like I said, I hit it once, I dropped once, and here comes, the 3rd time to Demaryius Thomas up the middle. He mans it up. I throw it over his head. I rack ag it, and just we're into the end zone. Sweaty armpits and all.
Only 31 seconds left in this ball game. This is intense.
So first
and then I come out my infamous slant zone too and want to send the crib at him. And we did. We got home, and he had to take one underneath, and he's going no huddle here. And in today's Madden, the game would have probably been over because of the runoff, but there's no runoff, so he gets this play off, and he drops it, which was, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was a good drop for him or me. It's just unfortunate. So. He has one timeout, 15 seconds again. Like, just same mentality. Just cannot give up a bomb.
It's looking like Skip might get his first ever Madden championship.
He's finished second so many times.
This is what competitive gaming's all about, Scott.
15 seconds from
I go quarters 3 deep here.
3rd and 7.
Gets an out route.
Nice throw along the sidelines.
I don't know if this was a good decision or not by me for going quarters 3 deep, but I am so nervous to give up a touchdown. Like, I'm done going cover 2 blitz. Everyone was just like one zone. Like, I didn't want to get mossed. I wanted to just go man to man. Like, I was even cool with just rushing like one person. Like, I'm trying to put my DNs in flats to take away the sidelines. Like, right here, and he can still hit the sidelines, unfortunately. Boom, he hits one. He catches it, and like, there's 6 seconds left. Yeah, this was, man, like you said, the longest whatever of my life.
With 6 seconds left on the 21-yard line, can the GOAT get it done? Down 4 to Michael Skimbo.
1st and 10 from the 21. 6 seconds and a timeout.
And this is the way a championship game should end.
Rodgers looking to the end zone. And he'll have one.
And there's 1 second on the clock.
1 tick is left on the clock.
You really couldn't make this stuff up, you know? Like, I remember I made an adjustment on this play that I'd never make. And it's the reason why I probably stopped him on this play.
Final play for Problem. Throws it to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
My user, the middle linebacker, is supposed to be on the running back. The guy that's manned up on Randy Moss, for some reason, I put him in a cloud flat to the right side, which makes no sense. So that means no one's guarding Randy Moss on this play. But my user, I don't want to take my user and run to the sideline, give up something to the middle. So I'm actually leaving the running back like open. If, say, I never put the guy guarding Randy Moss in a zone, and I run to the middle, watch what would have happened to the running back. But for some reason, I don't know what made me do this. I really don't. I never do this. I put the guy guarding Randy Moss in a zone, and I really believe that's the reason why I won this game, or stopped him on this play. The guy guarding Randy Moss goes off of him, guards the flat. I take Randy Moss, and look who's playing the wheel route perfectly. The guy that was guarding Randy Moss, I don't know why I did that adjustment, but it literally stopped him from throwing that pass, because if that zone's not there, that's a touchdown. And we had a zone out there, and we came away with a win. Oh, man. And I mean, we don't need a show anymore. I think I cried like a baby here. Just very emotional. I mean, like I said, I've already lost 2 finals. Like, that game was a complete roller coaster. A lot of emotions. A lot of emotions came out, you know. Just finally getting it done, basically. It's what kind of went through my mind. Like, you finally did it.
The man right here from Claremore, Oklahoma, Skimbo. How about that deep pass?
Which one?
Which one?
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Day,
What about that
all
deep
of a
pass?
sudden
Which one?
I clicked X for the rack, but all of a sudden I noticed his player was playing it, so I knew I had to click Y. I didn't want to get a pick. And Demaryius Thomas dropped one earlier, but he said, I'm getting you this time, so I'm just so happy.
He did.
It's all yours. $100 grand and the title of Madden
yeah, let's show those sweaty armpits one more time. Let's go. Hold it up, baby. There they are. Complete sweat. That felt amazing, man. I slept with it that night in the hotel. I mean, you know, like I snuggled up with that thing. Of course, I couldn't believe it. So much weight got off my shoulders right there in that moment.